Hello, folks, and welcome back to Season of Discovery. Hopefully we'll be in for longer term, whoa. Apparently, the guild is up for is doing an event, for 3 hours. I'll have to try and be awake before 12, so. Excuse me. But yeah, they're doing a Alterac Valley extravaganza. So there would be, as a group, queuing up to go AV. Not sure, there's 4, including me, already after signing up, though it's only a new thing. I'm excited. It's been held this Saturday. Ow. Kinda hurt my mouth when I sneezed there, whatever way I kinda got grip my teeth. Damn, those Plaguelands stuff are worth nothing now. Suppose it's gotten easier to farm them. Both gear and player level. And maybe interest has gone down, but still it is like recommended buff for Jesus, 38. It's still recommended buff for like Paladins to use that. It was like a tenth in the list, but still. Oh Jesus, they're red. If no one's up for a BRD run in the guild, then I'm gonna do AV. Because I'm getting a bit of XP either way, and I'm working on some quests. Well, not quests. I'll get a bit of XP either way, and I'm working towards some gear. So it's something either way. I should empty my inventory further, though. Actually, before I go do that, not Pagel's Guide to Extreme Angling. And so that's where you'll find the legendary sword of the Scarlet High Lord, Ashbringer. Ain't it amazing what you run into in an ordinary day of fishing? Here, and I'm back. I just made a slight drop to make it easier to find that one. The read I did there. I'm enough of a pissant that I'd actually make that a separate video. Open the window. Cut read at end. Well, I say cut, but it's just to cut it to make it a separate video. It'll still be part of this video, though. Seems interested. Alright. I'm always awkward in trying to join a random group, you know? Social anxiety. Plus I'm playing with a controller. Feels awkward to explain that, you know? If it ends up even coming up, really. I don't think anyone would have noticed so far. I think it's just since I know, I feel like they would know. In which case, there's nothing stopping me from just going there. Hardened Frostguard. Plans. Okay, I can make that. Oh, fucking awesome. Oh. Don't tell me to put that auction up. I did I? There we go.
King's honor, friend.
I can go from here. It's quicker. While it feels it's further away on map, we would have to fly to there, then to the other point, and then back down. Is that a good price on Dark Iron? Yeah, that's... Unless this pricing has dropped, that's... He's actually paying more. I don't know why. I'm saying he, I have obviously no idea. But I remember as a kid learning or figuring that people tended to say whatever their own sex was as the, you know, like say if they didn't know. Say if my nan was talking about someone and they didn't know who they were. Ooh, is that a new little path? It's not. I thought they stuck to the river and didn't fly over there. That's interesting. It's not much of a change. It's just a change, and like the wing just clipped the wall there. The pathing is slightly different. But yeah, she would say female. She would say she if she didn't know who it was. Though at the same time, she would complain about using she. She's the cat's mother. One pair of he'd. So if you're a dude, you're probably going to say he because you're a he. So it's, some people spaz out about it, but it's just a thing people do, really. So, just a little thing I noted at some point. Obviously, there'll be exceptions, but. May have difficulty getting into a group because I'm only 54 as opposed to 60, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, people will throw a strop. So, probably shouldn't bother. They'll all want as an easy run as possible, even if it is just to do the lower end of BRD, so probably shouldn't bother. What a bunch of prissy bitches. Oh, I want to be carried. Yeah.
See you soon.
They were saying that I could probably get into a lower end run, but let's be honest here. They're probably going to want to hit Emperor. I certainly would like to. They certainly probably wouldn't let me in. So, there's no point working my way all the way over there if I'm going to be, ignored and shunned again. I just don't want to deal with that. It's a waste of fucking energy. Mitchell. I think everyone's kind of tired of doing BRD. They've ran it a lot to level up, and so probably missed my shot doing with the guild. I'll have to hit 60 and worry about getting the Nixie achievement then and whatnot. Anyway. I'm just gonna stop for a sec. BRB. Hey folks. 11, 12, 13. Well, that sucks. As I was really hoping to get BRD done. To try and get some levels. To try and level up a bit. To, try and catch up. I'm 54. Everyone's already, like, these 30 people in the guild have hit 60. So I want to try and catch up a little, and if they're not interested, that's fair enough. But like, I know it's just annoying being shunned again. Even if there is the lower end side, they wouldn't want me in. They would want the easiest run possible. So they'd want only 60s. So even if they're only fighting level 54s, they would only want 60s for it. It is what it is.
Need help? Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
You need something? See you later.
Quest log. I really don't care.
Hey there. Have a good one. See you around.
I can probably just switch that one out. God, that pissed me off because I was kind of excited about doing it, and
I'm out of range.
it's not a friggin' option. Yeah. Hit J thinking it was quest log, it's L. My back hurts for some reason. No. Well, that's a shame. If I'd gotten on earlier, maybe I could have gotten in with someone else's run of BRD. They literally just finished. Seems like no one wants to do this quest. Should have tried to do it when there's a huge rush in here. I'll just kill around because I still do need minion scourge stones. Only issue is that Palanai will send me to friggin' Sunken Temple. The guild might be doing Sunken Temple again. I don't know. But yeah, they may turn Heartglen up north into a dungeon. Like they did with Demonfall Canyon. I should do its achievement quest at some stage. I'll probably wait for the rush to simmer down though. In combat? God, I wish it was a rogue. Yeah, no way I can fight this guy. Oh! I didn't mean to fight this guy. Dead. It's fine though. Where the hell even is this graveyard? Okay, never really noticed this place before. Back feels sore. Certainly wouldn't have said no to these undead in Warcraft 3 when I'm playing Scourge. Would have certainly said no to them fighting against them though.
It's too far away.
Okay, it feels a little illegitimate to do it like that, but there's no way for me to take on that friggin' elite, and if no one is interested in helping, then, you know, I'm gonna do how I gotta do it. One thing I've always felt that Blizzard needs to institute is the level scaling for dungeons in the remember in FF14 how you can run random dungeons from any point in the game. Like, you just sign up for a random dungeon, and you can choose different expansions, or just I think you can. You can choose to run any raid, you can choose to run any dungeon, and you'll get scaled down to that dungeon's area. You may end up running a level 20 dungeon, scaled down to it, and you end up helping out a newbie going through that level 20 dungeon for the first time. It means there's a constant flow of people going through those lower tier dungeons, helping out those newbies that need people to quest with. And this is the best way to level. One of the best ways to level and get money and order seals. It's a really great mechanic. Oh, Gurik. I am known as Chronomu. You may call me Chromie. I'm comfortable with such familiarity. Now, how did I know your name, you ask? I am one of the Bronze Dragonflight, forever attuned to the ebb and flow of time. Say that we met before. To that end, we shall also meet again. I hope that my choice of visual demeanor does not disturb you. While I may be charged to be a sentry of sorrowful places, I choose not to be drowned in the sorrow of the cow. People pointed out that Chromie's name, while she shows herself as female, follows the naming scheme of male bronze dragons. It's probably just an error, not something to think much about. Tampering of the timeline by a sinister force, most likely a scourge, has occurred in Underhall. I tried to keep the passage of time here intact to mend what has been damaged, but I'll need your help to do so uninterrupted. Temporal parasites, carrying their feed on the strands of time's altered flow, now infest the soils of Underhall. A blue pulse of distortion is their only visual marker. They slow my augurites. Please, Gorik, help me by using this temporal displacer to root out the parasites. Zaziba. Never see him again. Catalogue of the Wayward. The book tells of dragons uniting against another, more powerful dragon named Deathwing. But once you can make out, the chromatic dragon fight had almost been unleashed upon the world. The aspects were prepared. 1, 2. Now let me just mark that to be cut out. It means I don't have to go check it or anything like that. Let's find out the whole story. It's gonna take some magic. Most paranoid of helping people in case they don't want help and messing up a quest on them. Like, oh, I have to kill an enemy in a particular way, weird rune task. Last one and you screwed it up. This is how I live my life, paranoid of every single choice and looking at things from too many angles. It's annoying. Thank you for being, magic rather than a curse. Thank you. There's only one functional meat wagon in the entire game, and that's the mount that they reintroduced in. Well, the mount they introduced in. Damn it. Second late on the other thing. The mount they introduced in the Warcraft 3 Reforged thing. So you get the mount to ride around on. That's a meat wagon. They've insisted on giving the Scourge different siege weapons in WoW for some reason. I'm not sure if it's a censorship thing or what. Like, China, for example, dislikes abominations. The abominations got his stitch closed in China because they don't like organs. Similarly, they don't like spirits, ghosts, anything to go against their beliefs. So you have to censor those out. Must be really hard to try and write like a fantasy thing using, Western conventions and sell it over there. Because those are a common thing in Western stories, fantasy stories, but you have to censor them out for the Chinese market. To be fair, I question if the Chinese market would be that interested in tales from over here, but that doesn't stop places censoring their works to try and sell to them nonetheless. Why would this Scourge be messing with the timeline? This is something that's never really commented on anywhere else. I suppose maybe it's no one else knows about it, but it's just like the Scourge aren't exactly known for time manipulation. It's a zombie apocalypse. It's not time traveling zombie apocalypse. Jesus Christ. Their volley doesn't even have to hit and be aimed at someone in front of them. Seems like it hit the guy over to one side. Ah. Damn. That's naughty, those. Seems Mom's trying to feed the animals. I'm gonna keep playing, but I'm gonna mute myself. They're just gonna be giving guff now. Heya. Dropping that. Someone's doing BRD, and I'm happy to tag along. I am on the off chance going to grab the materials for dark iron smelting. Star rubies. I think I have. We're doing a full run, so I can get it.
Greetings.